And those are throwing. Yeah. Operator air. UPS is here. Sweet. Whatever the hell we ordered on Thursday. I don't remember what else.
And the other one's USPS.
Yeah. So let's pray that you're.
Out this way a couple weeks ago. It's about 40 pounds. Surgeon? Yeah, no, that's cool. Look it up. Y'all got it. I think I got it. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Since we had a package coming. Ooh, the batteries though. Those are in the other box. No, gotcha. That's your fireworks. Plates and hardware. Brake hardware. I'm going to put it in this box because this would have put in there.
And he's going to send for the aluminum shoe a second set.
That's these then.
Okay.
These are longer.
Are they longer?
Yep.
Okay. I'll put it on. That's good for the rear.
And these are the long ones for these.
Okay. I'll just take the trash.
Okay.
Well, we'll talk about it, but I think I'd like to probably install without the block-off plate. After we found that damage.
It wouldn't be super hard for you to add those later. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't cost you any more materials or anything. Are you taking garbage?
Yep.
I did not realize it uses the same end plate. Okay. So when you come in the doorway to your business, and that's how it looks, that sucks. I'm actually going to put some gloves on here. That'll make some of you guys happy. Some of you want me to wear gloves more than a proctologist at work. I'm a glove-free proctologist. I'm getting ready to pack some wheel bearings. Stop it now. nut, if we set it down on a block, it's not going to fit on. Can you add?
What's that, buddy?
Add a little bit more air,
Okay.
because I can't get this block under it now because that bump stop's taller. That's enough. Thank you.
Yep. Just a tinge over 70.
Okay.
Go and jump out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boy, I imagined it would be taller. No, I did.
I don't know. It looks about 6 inches to me.
Yeah.
Right, Kelly?
Sure.
That's 6 inches.
Maybe 8.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so these bags were definitely due to be changed. They're all bulging out and separating the layers. They'll be good to go for 10 years now, maybe 15.
Sorry.
Playing instruments over there? So we've been waiting on the mailman all day today, and George a little while ago went down to the mailbox and notices the mailman came and put a sticker on there saying that
We weren't here.
we weren't here, but he never came here. He just went to the mailbox. Yes, we weren't at the mailbox, dumbass. So then George went to the post office and they told him that he could, no problem, he could pick it up on Monday.
Monday the 16th.
And I wasn't there, but you can imagine the response. So he demanded to talk to whoever was in charge, and they said, yeah, that person's a real pain in the ass, and that we would have our package by 3 o'clock today.
The supervisor told me that his employee was a pain in the ass. That's what he...
And you didn't disagree with him.
I just said I have to have that package. I really need that package. I'm glad your water pump wasn't in it.
Yeah.
We'll be here at 3 though. So I didn't need bail money.
I'm going to take this ridiculous brake spring off that does not belong on here, and these are what does go on here. There'll be 2 of them. I'll take the spring off. I'll take these rollers out. That'll get things closer together, less tension on the spring. Should be able to get it on pretty easy. Why is that not coming out? That'll be severely edited. Nice cake. Gotta put these back in though. Brake's no worky without those. And watch your fingers when you're doing it. They're not seated in there, right? But I see that's something. a small tapping glass. Okay, so I got everything back together here. The rollers are all rolling. The springs are here and they're both arched to the outside. That gives room for when the hub goes in, to the hub clearance there. That's why you have to have these special GM springs there. So we're getting ready to put the hub on. Everything's cleaned, lubed, the bearings are packed. The seal is in. Pretty soon we'll have a wheel back on this thing. Back off a little. Ready? That's good. All the way back on the seal. Got that one ready?
Ready.
Center it up in there. Push. You got it cocked on there. Got it bad. I'm going to guess that's just from the pressure washer because there's no boot on this, but that's coming out of the brake diaphragm. Oh God. Got a little cracking going on it, splitting. Especially there, separating. Alright, so we'll get that all cleaned out. Is that spider web I just went through? Thanks, Mr. Spider. This is how you cross thread an accent. Let's have a little bow right at the beginning there. Some of the grease out of the bearings.
Bingo.
Okay, this works by this little titty going in the hole there. So that titty holds it there, and you always go the one way loosen to get whichever way fits it for where it's snug at. That little titty's going to hold it in place, and then once it's bent, this is bent over. You just don't want to bend it in the section where the little tit's at. Okay, nipple, whatever it is. I like the word titty, so we're going with titty. Perfect. And then we have a nut.
You need the chisel.
It's just there's a little tiny burr on the front of that somehow. Spin it around. I didn't do it. socket for that. And we'll be back in a minute. So I use a chisel and get it started like that, but I don't want to use a chisel. Some people, you'll see they've done this and they hit it like that, and then you create these little cut marks in there. You know, we got to be able to reuse these things. So I like to use like an extension and then use that flat edge to really bend it down nice without messing it up. And that's not going to come loose. All done. Okay, yeah, so we just took the screws out of the cap.
Easy enough. Falls right out.
There's a little rubber gasket there. Clean that up real quick.
Then we got all new parts here.
I don't know if anybody wants that part number out there. That might help them out.
And the gasket I got from Luke. It is a, God, it was stamped in there, a 3060. Nobody, Columbia Jeff City, had that.
Just give that a little wipe on the inside there.
Nothing on the clean it real good.
I'm putting the gasket in there. And I'm lining this up here. So it says long view. There's no way to center the stem go unless it's upside down. Kelly's flipping the bird because she suffers from the same sickness.
It's hard when you live with somebody that doesn't care.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna chime in one thing. What's really cool is the green paint that's on some of the hardware and on the hub that gets unearthed. Because Campus Coach, where it originally went, it was a two-tone green. But it's just cool to see some of that still around, you know. Even though I power washed quite a bit of it off. But it's kind of neat.
So even though we have grease hubs, we're using these oiled caps because that's what we have. And we're replacing this because it was leaking, and we can't, if it was leaking oil, it was going to leak water into it, and we don't want water in there. So that's why we ordered this kit to change them. Perfect.
How thick you normally do it?
Pretty thick.
You want it thicker than that?
Well, yeah, but
Okay. No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
yeah, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. There you go. We don't want to fight the battle that we just fought with those old ones.
Oh, that section there. I can go in and paint it on there.
Yeah, once you
And
get
then
it.
we'll back those out.
Yeah, go
Put
ahead,
in
go ahead and do that. I like that better. It's okay. That was easy. Okay. Grab your nuts.
Been waiting all day for that one.
Don't don't forget, your brain's going to tell you.
I know. I had to tell myself.
These are left-handed, and it's very awkward to do it.
Yes. Oh, those are sexy. I'm excited to even put it on. I bet your inch and a half socket. There you get my impact.
You can sing the children's song now?
The wheels on the bus?
No, no, wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel on the bus.
That's right, it's singular right at the moment. Yeah.
So you guys leaving in about 5 minutes for your next job? You got me this far? Stay back. Look at it. Alright, inch and a half and the impact gun.
No, we're going to do it all by hand.
All
Use
by
the impact
hand.
gun.
Okay.
Move it rim up.
Okay. You got your big bar here.
I got to go get my big door. Get snug.
I'm happy with that.
Okay, and then we're going to come up 180 degrees.
He seriously does take the body.
Just when you think it's not going to go, right? Is it? I don't think that's the first one.
Right now, you can ask me how I'm doing because I'm doing fantastic. So normally I'm not fantastic, but this is fantastic.
He has a wheel.
Yep.
It goes around, and when you step on the brake, it stops.
Yep. With the correct bearing in it.
That bearing is good. You want to hand it to me?
I
Or
will.
just stick it in the hole?
Yep. Let me just get a little excess off here, buddy. Parts rolling down.
Here, lift up on that for. Or,
Yep.
lift up a little bit. There it goes. Okay. Nice.
Sweet.
557 S. So this is Liam. He came out today to help us on the bus. We put him right to work. He already worked all day at his regular job. Having fun, Liam?
Oh, absolutely. It's my bread and butter.
Liam's 18 years old, but man, he drives in style. Look at that. Got killed for that. Well, maybe not killed. Nice. Liam's working hard on the airbag. You can hardly see him back there.
It's pretty comfortable. You'd be surprised.
We're almost done. We're getting ready to put this hub on here in just a couple minutes. We're going to air this up, make sure the suspension doesn't leak. Give it one more coat of undercoating under here before we do that, and then a couple other little things. Be good to go. Okay, so there we got that seal wiper surface on there, and it's got its own gasket on the inside, and that'll keep the axle oil there, and then the grease for the bearings out here. So here's the block off plate on there, and it's sealed up against that surface that used to have the wood glued into it. So that's going to seal the axle oil, can no longer come out and get into here. And there's gaskets on both sides of this for the axle. And no oil should get into the grease, no, nothing. So and it should stop the seal leakage issues that we're having. Grease is a lot easier to keep in the hub seal, and we use Loctite 660. We had a machinist come out here, and he measured, and we were 15 thousandths was the gap on the bottom. I thought it was 20, 24, but that was with my tool. I knew it wasn't the right kind of tool to measure it with. It was a Harbor Freight to begin with, but it wasn't fat enough. It wasn't able to line it up perpendicular with the shaft. So when he measured it, he got 15, and Loctite 60 is up to 20 thousandths. So we're gonna at least give it a shot. If it doesn't work, then it's $1,200 aside to have the guy come out and replace them. So we'll see how it goes, but I think he's gonna be in good shape.
You gotta do more than me.
We're doing the bus workout.
I don't have any left.
Okay, slide it in the hole.
Dude, it's heavy.
Now that you're tired, right?
All this heavy shit, it's heavy. My flashlight.
You'll have to bounce it around when you get to the very end. Make sure you have the holes lined up. There you go.
Oh yeah, bouncing that's gonna be.
You gotta lift the other end of it because it's got to go into the differential, and the gravity is making it sag over there.
Yep. I'm gonna get a new
Maybe I'll just shut the video off and do it for you. How's that?
Yeah. Well, the sun is going down. Oh, there.
Now you got to spin it. Yep, there you go. You got it. Lift it a little bit.
Oh.
Push it on. Here it is. I need the little locking cones
Got 'em.
and the nuts and the washers.
We got new ones from Luke.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, did you get it?
I got it. Well,
He's doing the double configuration, the configuration of injury.
I think it just stripped right on the.
Oh, it stripped the nut.
Yeah.
We lost our daylight today. It's we missed the sunset. It was pretty though, I bet. He's gonna fire it up to air it up. A long day. Big special thanks to Liam for coming out and helping us tonight. I know he worked a long day at his regular job. He works at O'Reilly's here in town, and he really came out and he delivered for us tonight, helping us out. He put some airbags on and helped us with the hubs and all kinds of stuff. So he was a big help. It was nice to meet him. I think he's going to come out later next week and give George a hand another day too to finish a couple other things. So that's good. We got a lot done. Daylight ran in a little early on us. We had another couple hours and we would have had the other side airbags all done. Tomorrow I'll have everything done for him except for that hub that we're still trying to find another one for. But he's taken the other one off and he understands how to put it back on. He'll be educated on all that, so I'm confident he'll be able to do it. He's just going to need to get his own torque wrench that goes up to 500, 600 foot-pounds to be able to do the wheels. He doesn't have that, and I can't leave mine here for that. So, and we're not using impact gun on any of that. He's got brand new steel rims, and I don't want to nick them all up and scrape them up with the impact. So, plus I always prefer, I always torque the wheels. I don't use impact guns. I'll take them off with them, and sometimes I'll put them on with the impact gun in low just to save you a little bit of time with the torque wrench. But I never just put them on with that. New studs. New rims, new nuts, all the hardware's new. I don't want to stretch that stuff out by over torquing them. So the first time he goes to a tire shop, they will do that for him, but I'm not going to do that. Everything looks real good. The hubs feel real good. The brakes, all the adjustments we made look real good. He's got all new front shoes to go on the front, but he needs to get the drums turned in order to put those on. So, and those are on steel, so he won't have to fight those at all. But we didn't want to put the new shoes on with drums that weren't turned, so he's gonna get that done. But he'll at least have it where he can get the other hub on and be able to drive it around here on the property. So we'll have one more video tomorrow for this job. My water pump came in, so in the morning I'm going to change the water pump on my bus. We'll shoot a video of that. Should be pretty easy. I should have not said it's going to be easy. Shit, I probably cursed myself there. Dang it. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm going to put the water pump on my bus. That's probably going to be an all-day job now. But then I'm going to finish up with him a couple hours. Just 2 airbags to go on and a couple other little things to do, and it's ready to go. Other than that hub, if we'd had the hub, we would have got everything done. It'd be rolling chassis tomorrow. We could drive it around. We're still concerned about his clutch. I don't have a way to test it right now or look at it, but it is adjusted properly now. So if he didn't burn it up when he was trying to put it up on the blocks, because it wasn't going, but it was just so far out of adjustment that it was slipping. So hopefully there's still plenty of clutch meat left on the disc. So anyways, it's going good. Thanks for watching. If you don't subscribe, click the subscribe and the bell notification. And I got 2 more buses here in Missouri before I head home for BusCon, and then the Blytheville, Arkansas bus rally. And then I think I'm doing a podcast on Monday the 23rd, whatever that Monday is, a week from this coming Monday. I should be back in Indy to do that, but I'll announce that. Something you guys can watch if you want to. It's a business thing, a friend of mine. But anyways, again, thanks for watching. Have a good night.